Ever felt like you're walking on eggshells in your relationship? Like you're constantly second-guessing yourself, feeling drained and unsure of who you are anymore? You might be dealing with something more sinister than just a difficult personality. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a type of psychological predator, the covert female narcissist. These aren't the loud, arrogant types you see in movies. They are subtle, masters of manipulation, and can leave a trail of emotional devastation. We'll uncover 3 hidden signs that are easy to miss but crucial to recognize. This isn't about labeling. It's about protecting your mental and emotional well-being. So, if you've ever felt like you're losing your mind in a relationship, stick around. This video could be the wake-up call you need. Let's start with the first hidden sign. She's a professional victim. This is one of the most powerful tools in her arsenal. On the surface, she seems gentle, maybe even a little fragile. She has a story for everything, a sob story that explains why she acts the way she does, why she can't be held accountable. Maybe she had a tough childhood, a string of crazy exes, or colleagues who were always out to get her. At first, you feel deep empathy. You want to be her hero, the one who finally treats her right. But pay close attention. This victimhood isn't just a part of her past. It's her present-day operating system. Every disagreement, every time you try to express your own needs or feelings, it somehow gets twisted back to her being the one who is hurt. Did you have a bad day at work and need to vent? Suddenly, she reminds you of a much worse day she had last week. Did you gently point out that she forgot to do something she promised? You'll be accused of being insensitive to how overwhelmed she is. This constant victim narrative serves a crucial purpose. It absolves her of all responsibility and makes you the bad guy for ever having needs of your own. You'll find yourself constantly apologizing, even when you've done nothing wrong, just to keep the peace. It's a powerful form of control that keeps you perpetually in the wrong and her perpetually blameless. Now let's move on to the second sign, which is incredibly deceptive. Love bombing followed by strategic withdrawal. When you first met her, it probably felt like a fairy tale. She showered you with attention, compliments, and affection. She told you everything you ever wanted to hear. That you were her soulmate, that she'd never met anyone like you, that you were perfect. This intense, over-the-top adoration is called love bombing. It's designed to get you hooked, to make you feel like you've won the lottery. It feels amazing, intoxicating even. But then, just as you're feeling secure and on top of the world, something shifts. The constant texts stop. The compliments dry up. She becomes distant, cold, and busy. This is the strategic withdrawal. You're left confused, wondering what you did wrong. You scramble to get back in her good graces, desperate for that initial high she gave you. And just when you're about to give up, she throws you a crumb of affection, pulling you right back in. This push and pull cycle is a deliberate tactic. It's a form of intermittent reinforcement, the same principle that gets people addicted to gambling. It creates an intense trauma bond, making you emotionally dependent on her validation. You're not in a relationship. You're in a cycle of addiction where she is the drug, and she controls the supply. It keeps you destabilized, anxious, and completely under her control, always chasing that first, perfect phase that was never real to begin with. The third hidden sign is one of the most damaging to your psyche. Subtle, creeping gaslighting. Gaslighting isn't always dramatic, like denying something that obviously happened. With a covert narcissist, it's often more insidious. It's the small, daily things that make you question your own sanity. For example, you'll bring up something she said that hurt you, and she respond with, "I never said that." You're being too sensitive, or you're remembering it wrong. She might twist your words, making it seem like you meant something you didn't. She make plans and then deny ever making them, leaving you looking foolish. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts. Each instance on its own seems small, something you could brush off. But over time, this constant invalidation of your reality chips away at your confidence and your memory. You start to think, maybe I am too sensitive, maybe my memory is bad. Maybe I am the crazy one. This is her ultimate goal. By eroding your trust in your own perceptions, she gains more and more control. She becomes the sole arbiter of reality. You start to rely on her to tell you what's real and what's not, what you should feel and what you shouldn't. This mental fog is the prison she builds for you, and it's incredibly difficult to see when you're in the middle of it. It's a quiet, psychological assault that can leave you feeling completely lost and disconnected from yourself. So, how do you spot this toxic pattern in its entirety? You have to connect the dots. The professional victim act makes you feel guilty for having needs. The love bombing and withdrawal cycle gets you addicted to her approval. And the gaslighting makes you doubt your own mind. Together, these three signs create a perfect storm of psychological manipulation. It's a system designed to break you down, isolate you, and make you completely dependent on her. You'll find yourself exhausted, anxious, and a shell of your former self. Your friends and family might notice you've changed, that you seem less happy or confident, but you might defend her because you're caught in the web. Recognizing this pattern is the first, most crucial step toward breaking free. It's not about finding a single piece of evidence. It's about seeing the whole manipulative picture. Does she constantly play the victim to avoid accountability? Does your relationship feel like a roller coaster of intense highs and crushing lows? Do you find yourself constantly questioning your own memory and sanity? If these questions resonate with you, it's time to take them seriously. So, what do you do if you recognize these signs in your partner? The first and most important step is to trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Your feelings are valid even if she tries to tell you they're not. Start documenting things. Not to confront her, because a narcissist will only gaslight you further, but for your own clarity. Write down specific instances of manipulation. This will help you see the pattern and reaffirm your own reality when you start to doubt it. Next, begin to slowly and safely reestablish your boundaries. Start saying no to small things. Reconnect with your friends and support system, the people who knew you before this relationship. A narcissist thrives on isolation, so rebuilding your outside connections is vital. Most importantly, seek professional help. A therapist who specializes in narcissistic abuse can provide you with the tools and validation you need to heal and navigate this incredibly difficult situation. Trying to handle this alone can be overwhelming. Remember, your mental health is a priority. Taking these steps is not an act of aggression. It's an act of self-preservation. It's you taking your power back. Breaking free from a psychologically abusive relationship is a journey, not a single event. It takes courage to see the truth and even more courage to act on it. Be kind to yourself through this process. You've been conditioned to doubt yourself, so rebuilding that self-trust will take time. Celebrate small victories, like holding a boundary or spending a day without second-guessing yourself. Educate yourself further on narcissistic personality disorder and coercive control. Knowledge is power, and understanding the tactics used against you makes them less effective. Remember the person you were before this relationship, your hobbies, your passions, your confidence. Start reconnecting with that person. You are not what she has tried to make you believe you are. You are not crazy, too sensitive, or difficult. You are a person who is targeted and manipulated, and you have the strength to heal and reclaim your life. There is a whole community of people who have gone through this and have come out stronger on the other side. You are not alone. If anything we've talked about today sounds like what you're experiencing, please know that help is available. This isn't just a bad relationship. It can be a serious form of emotional abuse with lasting effects. Reaching out to a mental health professional or a domestic violence hotline can be a life-changing first step. They can offer confidential support, resources, and a safety plan if needed. We'll leave some resources in the description below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this important video. Your well-being matters. If this content was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it. It could help someone else who is feeling lost and confused. Don't forget to subscribe for more content on building healthy relationships and protecting your mental health. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.